you have to identify either it is affirmative or negative. First one, do you study in college? I don't study in college. Do not is used. That means it is negative statement. Second one, which is your favorite subject? English is my favorite subject, right? So do not is not used. That means it's a affirmative. Third one, which is the subject do not like? I don't like math. See, not is used, don't is used. That means it's a negative. Fourth one, are you punctual at school? I am punctual at school. Right? It is affirmative. Fifth one, do you enjoy cricket? I don't enjoy cricket. Don't is used. That means it's a negative. Do you like playing with dolls? I like playing with dolls. So it is affirmative. Now students, exercise C. In this sentence, you have to answer the question. Some questions are given and you have to answer it. Right? Follow the instructions. Some instructions are given in the brackets. You have to follow them. First one, may I come in? So answer is given, yes, you may come in. Second one, how do I complete this drawing? Question is asked, how do I complete this drawing? You have to give suggestion. So you can use any sketch pen. So the suggestion is given that you can use any sketch pen. Third one, doctor, how many antibiotic tablets should I take daily? Here question is asked that how many antibiotics should I take? So what advice is given? You should take 2 antibiotics daily. Fourth one, when should I begin my homework? Your command, we have to give command. Begin your homework now. Fifth one, what should I do during my vacation? Here you have to use should word and give the suggestion. You should utilize your free time by reading a good book. Means here interrogative sentences are given and you have to give some suggestions, ideas, advice, etc. Now students, exercise D. Here you have some questions you have to frame, right? Answers are given and you have to frame questions, right? So first one, my birthday is in June. We have to frame question, my birthday is in June. Means when is your birthday? When is your birthday? Right? I work in Patna. Here place is given. So for place we have to frame question with where. Where do you work? Right? Third one. Yes, I completed my work. So have you completed your work? Fourth one. My brother is better now. My brother is better now. The question, how the question is framed? How is your brother now? Fifth one, this is my new pencil box. Pencil box, it's a thing, and my pencil box means possession is shown. So we have to frame question with whose. Whose new pencil box is this? And last one, yes, I do have a pen. So you have to frame question with, do you have a pen? Now students, we will do exercise E. Here rewrite the sentence given below as exclamatory sentence using how or what. See, we have to frame exclamatory sentence and you have to frame by using how or what. Right? For first one, Yuvraj is a great fielder. Right? So you have to frame what a great fielder Yuvraj is. Right? What is the answer? What a great fielder Yuvraj is. Sunidhi sings well. See, whenever some action is given, doing this action, for example, here sings, action word is given, at that time you have to frame question with how, and with other you have to frame question with what. Sunidhi sings well. How well Sunidhi sings. Third one, you are a great dancer. So we have to frame question is what a great dancer you are. Fourth one, Shah Rukh is a popular actor. What a popular actor Shah Rukh is. Fifth one, you are wearing a gorgeous sari. What a gorgeous sari you are wearing. So students, keep in mind when we are framing exclamatory sentence and when only action words are given, at that time you have to frame question with how. Frame exclamatory sentence with how. Hello students, we have started chapter number 1, sentences, right? And up to exercise E we have completed. Now today I will explain you exercise number F, right? In that you have to identify the subject, right? And circle the subject and underline the predicate. How will you find the subject? See students, what is subject? Subject means about what or whom the sentence is, right? That is called a subject. And what is said about the subject is called predicate. See students, it is not compulsory every time that subject comes first and predicate comes later. Sometimes it happens predicate comes first and subject comes later. So it is very easy to find out subject or predicate. Just see about whom or what the sentence is. Then you will get the subject. And rest part is called predicate, right? And it is not compulsory every time that subject is of one word and predicate is also of one word. Not like that. Subject may be of more than one word and predicate may be more than one word. First one, John is going to the market. What is subject here? John, right? About whom the sentence is? John. So John is subject and what is said about John? It is predicate. Number 2. He managed to reach home on time. About what the sentence is, about whom the sentence is? He. So he is subject. What is said about he? Managed to reach home on time. That is predicate. Third one, the king offered his advice to the farmer. Right? The king is subject and what is said about king? Offered his advice to the farmer. Fourth one, Rose was a princess who slept for 100 years. About what the sentence is? Rose. So Rose is subject and was a princess who slept for 100 years. It's a predicate. Fifth one, the lion wanted to eat the rabbit. What is subject? About whom the sentence is? The lion. So you have to circle the lion and underline wanted to eat the rabbit. Next one, at the one corner of the hall stood Ramu. See students, here subject is given later. About what? About whom the sentence is? Ramu. So Ramu is subject. It is given at the end, right? And rest part is the predicate. Now students, our next topic is phrase and clause. I have explained you what is phrase. Phrase is a group of words. It is a part of a sentence, right? It gives some meaning, but it doesn't give some full meaning, right? And it doesn't have a subject and a verb, right? And what is clause? Clause is also a group of words. It is a part of sentence and it has subject and verb. Right? Now students, exercise G. Tick the correct option. Here some sentences are given and some in that bold words are given. You have to identify that bold words are clause or a phrase. First one, she left the house at noon. She left the house at noon. See students, at noon is called phrase, right? Because here subject is not given, verb is not given. Second one, Mary embroidered a handkerchief for her mother. See here, Mary embroidered a handkerchief. It is a clause, like underline clause because here subject is given, verb is given and it is a part of sentence. So it is a clause. The army fought with great courage. See, with great courage. It is a phrase, right? Because it is, no verb is not given, right? Verb is not given. Fourth one, in spite of ill health, she attended the party. She attended the party. It is a clause because she is the subject and attended verb is given. So when the subject and verb are given, it is called a clause. Fifth one, the child was excited. The child was excited. Here this one is also a clause because subject and verb are there. A bouquet of roses was presented to the chief guest. The bouquet of roses. See, this one is a phrase, right? Subject and verb is not given. Next is exercise H. Here you have to match the group of words with A, right? Some words are given in column A and some are given in column B. You have to match it, right? First one, she found. How you will match? She found a small bag in the park, right? Nearby, a small bag in the park is the first answer. Second one, apart from chocolates. Apart from chocolates, she likes to eat cookies. What is second answer? She likes to eat cookies. Third one, Neha had seen a black puppy in the deserted street. What is third answer? Neha had seen a black puppy in the deserted street. Fourth one, when Neha is hungry, she loves to eat duff nuts. Fourth one, when Neha is hungry, she loves to eat duff nuts. Fifth one, the old man walked down the street. The old man walked down the street. Last one, the young boy carrying a hat ran across the playground. Sixth one, the young boy carrying a bat ran across the playground.
आभार।